take for granted that our precious children will always be healthy. Then an illness or injury, briefly or forever, changes their lives and ours. Since 1967, thousands of parents throughout Arizona have turned to Hacienda HealthCare for help after a devastating or traumatic event. We have many exceptional services to help families cope, recover, and heal.
Well, that's just a little bit of the story, and there's so much more to tell. It's one of the reasons why it is that we invited Jennefer Frost to join us and Jodi Samuel. Jennefer, your official title?
I'm the Director of Nursing and Administrator of our new Hacienda Children's Hospital.
Then may I say thank you in advance for that. And Jodi, when they ask you for your business card, what does it say?
I'm the Director of Social Services in the ICF-ID.
Hacienda HealthCare used to have another name, didn't it?
There's been several different names.
Hacienda
de Los Angeles?
Yes, Hacienda de Los Angeles. I remember because that was so pretty, but it didn't tell me what it did. So you tell me now what Hacienda HealthCare does.
Okay, Hacienda HealthCare has been around for 48 years. It was founded by a lady by the name of Eileen Butler, who discovered that there was a need in the community to foster children with special needs. She fostered one child, and then from there, we've grown and we service over 1,200 children in Arizona.
Talk to us about the patients that you see, a variety inclusive of what?
Everything. The hospital that I work for, the program that I am under Hacienda HealthCare, does subacute. So we have children come from the big hospitals that need a little bit longer length of stay. Everything from cardiac surgeries to traumas to abuse, traumatic abuse, anything that you can think of. And we foster those kids to go home safely with their family and their family to be confident in their care. And if there is a time when those children can't go home for whatever reason, then they would go over to Hacienda's SNF or ICD-FMR.
You know, for as long as I've been here, and that's a long time, we've been talking about 2 minutes is too, or 2 seconds is too long. And watch your kids around water.
Absolutely.
All of those warnings. We still lose children, but we also lose the awareness of so many other children who are near drowning victims. Can you talk to us about that? Because a lot of parents don't think about that.
Absolutely. You know, it just takes a minute. It just takes a second for a child to drown. And a lot of times after they're, saved, they end up in our care. And the event is so traumatic that sometimes these children, just touching them is overwhelming. However, with our services at Hacienda and all of our different programs, we're able to bring those children at least to a little bit better, way of life. We bring them to their fullest potential.
You can change the quality of life of a child who is a near drowning victim.
For example, 3 years ago, there was a near drowning child. Just touching him would make him he would just shake. It was just too overwhelming for him. And now he has, with the help and love of Hacienda and its staff, he is going to our homebound elementary school.
Really?
Yes. He doesn't get overwhelmed. I mean, he still does get overwhelmed, but it's not to the point as when it initially happened.
Real major strides have been made, not only with that child, but so many others.
Yes.
Talk about your staff.
Our staff is amazing. The staff at Hacienda Children's Hospital and Los Niños Hospital are nurses that have PICU and NICU backgrounds, a little bit of everything, and they care for the kids like they're their own. They have a wide array of abilities and skills. We do a real low patient-to-nurse ratio, so it's 4 to 1, so those nurses can spend one-on-one time with each patient and give that family the kind of education they need to go home.
Yeah, we are so blessed in this area. Central Arizona specifically, but Arizona in general, because of the remarkable quality of medical care that we have. So many specialties involved.
Right.
But when it comes to children, we're particularly blessed. But how is Hacienda different than some of the other facilities here?
For Hacienda, for the skilled nursing facility, for example, There are over 100 skilled nursing facilities in the state of Arizona. However, Hacienda is the only skilled nursing facility that offers pediatrics, which is birth to 18 years old. So our children have specific care. The medical staff is specifically for pediatrics. The physicians are for pediatrics.
And when you're talking about that kind of specialty, you're talking about the instruments, you're talking about the equipment that goes into the care for a child, and also the training.
Correct.
So how do people find out more about Hacienda? I think you've intrigued a lot of folks right now who have said, gee, I know the name, but I didn't know that they did that much.
I encourage them to, you can Google it, but we're also at haciendahealthcare.org. And just go visit our website.
And what's the location?
There's many locations. The new hospital in Mesa is at 610 West Jerome. We're just off of the 60 in Alma School. That's going to be a subacute 24-bed hospital for children. The location where Jodi's at is down on 16th Street and Southern. We have over 30 programs, so there's many locations. Absolutely, go to our website. You can contact any of us. Come for a tour.
So it doesn't matter how you knew them before, as long as you know them now as Hacienda HealthCare. We're so fortunate to have them. This is Pat McMahon. Stay with us on the Morning Scramble, won't you?